Hello YouTube and welcome. This is Life According to Matt back again, finally. I'm going to be starting to do a bit of new stuff here. I'm going to start off with just going to upload some random League of Legends content. This is in fact a ranked game I had the other day, playing Ashe, the new updated Ashe for the very first time. Now she hasn't actually had that many updates. All that was really changed is her Q. Instead of it being that silly passive that you turn on or off that burns mana and makes you slow things down, that's just a thing anyway. Instead, her Q has a passive, it builds up what's called a Fury bar. And then when you up to 5 stacks, when you have 5 stacks, you activate it and your auto attacks with like how to put this, a flurry of arrows, and it does serious damage. I was playing some I was playing some normal the other day, and it was ridiculous how much damage that Ashe was doing. She got fed so quickly because she was doing so much damage, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to give her a go. So I went on to Ranked, was able to get her, and because obviously I don't mean because he's always banned, I just mean because it's Ranked, and I'm not exactly a highly ranked player. I've no shame in that. I'm not nowhere near the best League player in the world, obviously, but I mean, because obviously it's always pick order, and if I end up at last pick, I'm going to be playing support. It's as simple as that. So even though I do prefer to play AD carry. So anyway, I managed to get the role I wanted, and there's some idiot pinging already. And we're going to see how this game goes. Now obviously I know how it goes. This is, I'm sure you can tell, a pre-recorded game that I am talking over, because last time I tried to play live and record, it didn't go so well. I had some issues, and I don't really know why. I'm working on trying to fix those issues, because obviously that would be easier, because then you'd be able to see my items and stuff live while I was doing it. Not that anyone actually cares about that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm in a lane with a Morgana, which is always a good support. We actually have a top lane, I can't even remember what he's called. He's the new guy, who is actually rather cool and does quite a lot of damage, as you'll see. Unfortunately I can't play him yet because I don't own him, because I spent all my riot points literally about 12 hours before I played this game, before he came out. So we have a Shaco jungle and we have a Lux mid. The reason the Lux is mid is because there was a bit of a discrepancy between Lux and the person playing the new character, and it didn't really go, and it turned out that he was just going to play top, just to stop arguments, which I appreciate. The other team is fairly well balanced as well, with a Vlad in the top, LeBlanc in the middle, who, wow, she does so much damage. I mean, I know obviously everyone knows who plays League that LeBlanc does a lot of damage, and it's just, but the burst she puts out in this game and her targeting is beautiful. The Thresh in the bottom lane with the Graves, the Thresh doesn't seem to be that well attuned to Graves, and I don't want to say that because obviously I'm not exactly, like I say, I'm no kind of league coach or some pro, so I don't really have, but he misses quite a lot of hooks like that one. But really right now we're just farming. Obviously there's a Gragas in the jungle as well, it's fairly standard these days, and we're just kind of farming at the moment, seeing what can happen. I don't want to. One thing I will say about this game, as you'll see several times, is I play quite dangerously. There are several times later that I will point out where I should have backed and I don't, and it results in my death, and it's not great. So anyway, we're just, like I say, we're just farming. There goes the first blood. Shaco for an early gank on the mid lane and killed LeBlanc, and there's a bit of action going on here. I missed out on that kill because the Morgana did use her ignite on there, and unfortunately we might get, no, see, I flashed for that, and it's just, if I was 6 I would have been able to get him. See, look, there's a fancy the new Q mechanic. I'm not very good at last hitting with that currently. I'm fine at last hitting without that. As you can see, the last hitting is, I like to think, is okay, which is why I like to play solo laners or AD carry, because I feel like last hitting is one of the only things it's probably the thing I'm probably best at, honestly, which is a bit terrible, but it's, you know, it's a basic. It's always good to be good at last hitting. Apart from in that occasion, I think I missed this tank minion as well, which is absolutely terrible. Right, there we are, yeah, I missed it. And see, I can see, if I was 6, that Thresh would have died, and it's just a shame I couldn't get it. And also that kill would have been nice as well. But yeah, I can't last hit with this flurry of arrows. I just don't understand. I assume it's because it's new and I'm not really used to the amount of damage it does, so I'm not really too great at last hitting with that. Don't know what I'm standing in the bush for. That seems a bit stupid. Just although there aren't any minions because we pushed the tower, so I'm just gonna have to sit and do literally nothing for now. So I believe, is this? Yeah, I'm just gonna go put a ward in this bush, just, you know, for a bit of basic warding. You know, everyone needs to ward. That's what the trinkets are there for. That hook, see, that hook was a good hook. It's just a shame there was no follow-up for it. And again, I'm missing a few minions, which is awful. Morgana is taking the brunt of the damage. Again, that seems to be, while we remain in bot lane the entire game, she seems to take most of the damage for me, which is nice. That binding probably would have picked up a kill on Thresh, so that's twice now Thresh has got out on the sliver of health, which is, it's kind of sucks, because I could really, as Ashe, as people will know who play League, Ashe isn't really the strongest champion, but after the amount of damage I saw she was dishing out to me the other day, I was like, I just have to give her a go. So I really could do with the kills to get some items, but thankfully I'm last hitting okay, so I'm just getting enough gold steadily. I have a lot of gold at the moment. Unfortunately, like I say, I can't really show that because of the way the recording works. But when I back with about 2,000 gold, which is obviously a good amount and is not really expected. Usually in a game I would not expect to be able to have this kind of you know, presence in a lane this early, because especially not against the Graves. Now this isn't ever really scary because I'm not sure where that binding was going, but I had plenty of time to walk away, and Graves is really not doing much damage to me, thankfully. So I'm just going to do a bit of last hit. There's another hook that lands now. See, there was some follow up there, but Graves didn't really do anything. He wasn't really there in time. So Morgana is not going to back away. I don't know why I'm recalling. I have no reason to. I'm at a decent amount of health. Yeah, I don't have any potions, but as long as I play it safe, I can get some farm. And that hook may actually get Morgana killed. There she goes down. I really wanted that kill on Graves, but Shaco comes in and cleans it up. I don't know why I fired my volley at minions when it would have actually probably killed Thresh. There again, Thresh is ridiculously low and I really wanted that kill, and I was not happy. So, this is also really the first time I played Ashe in a very long time in general, because obviously I've moved on off from her and I've mainly played champions in there. Whenever I play AD carry, it's usually people like Caitlyn or Lucian, and occasionally a bit of Corki or Ezreal, just because why not? Although I think Caitlyn is probably my favourite at the moment, just because of her range, and she's basically... Oh, and Sivir was my favourite for a very long time, but she's kind of full off, and Caitlyn is just standard because she obviously has so much. Now this is irritating. I'm recalling it's all going so nicely, and then, oh wait, I get hooked. Now obviously I'm not going to die. I'm not sure why I popped my heal there, but I just casually walk away. Now I was just thinking about backing here, but I thought, well, I can't do that. That's you know, the lane will be pushing then, and I'll lose minions, I'll lose CS. So I just clear the wave. I believe I've literally just cleared this wave, and then I'll back. Yeah, there we go. Now I'm actually going to back now, and I believe I pick up a BF sword, which is nice. I mean, I'd always, any lane where I get to back first time and buy a BF sword is going well for me as far as I'm concerned. Oh, he's called Echo, I believe. So just because I saw him on the screen, it kind of brought it back. I believe he's called Echo. So what I've done there on that back is pick up a BF sword, some basic boots, a couple of potions, and a ward. Now I bought the ward because I noticed Morgana isn't building anything like a sightstone. She's building AP. She's rushing her Sonya's hourglass, which makes sense to build on a Morgana, even on a support. However, a sightstone would be nice, so I picked up another ward because I had the gold lying around. So I was like, well, I might as well pick up a ward. So I believe I'm going to place that in the river at some point. There's Thresh throwing out another hook. I was just able to avoid. However, later in the game you'll see there is a certain ability I'm unable to avoid entirely. Now there's a bit of a fight. I believe Morgana might go down again here to the Ignite, and which happens there, and then Gragas is going to come in, and this is where the fun begins. I flash away, and then he just ults me straight back in, and then I ult him, and don't manage to get out of his barrel in time, which kind of sucks. So that, like I just said, there was an ability all game long that I'm unable to dodge. That ability is in fact Gragas' ultimate. It hits me every time. Sometimes it doesn't get them a kill, and other times it does. However, that time obviously it did, because it was incredibly close range and I had no hope. If I hadn't have burnt my flash, I'd have been able to flash away from it, so that was kind of questionable. But at the time, I thought if I didn't flash then, when I did, I would have died anyway. So I flashed it in hope of getting out. However, it turns out maybe that wasn't the best idea. Now, I have died, I've spawned again, and I've been able to pick up. I've just picked up the basic attack speed dagger. I believe it is just called a dagger. There we are, just so I can finish my boots next time I'm back, as well as get hopefully some more damage, because obviously with those two items my boots will cost just over 200 gold, which will make them nice and cheap for me to get. Obviously that's 2 waves or so of minions before I can buy those, so hopefully should everything go well I will be able to buy boots and some more damage. Now it looks like we're going to do dragon here, which is why I not only put a ward in, but then start attacking the dragon. However, Shaco jumps the wall, and I'm kind of left here, and to lose about a third of my health to the dragon. We see Thresh. I'm going to ult Thresh, and unfortunately the kill will go to Shaco. That's fine, I got the assist, and Shaco is slowly becoming a bit fed and a bit scary for the other team. Now, which is always good. Now I just kind of wander back over here. So I'm like, well guys, come on, dragon is free, that's why I pinged it there. I'm thinking dragon is available, what are we doing? Come on, let's take dragon. But there is a Graves in the bottom lane. Now I'm not sure if we can kill him. I know we have the damage, but it's whether or not, because of how close he is to the tower, and the fact that the tower isn't exactly low on health, that we might not be able to kill him. But what we can do is just reset the lanes and go back to farming, seeing as our lane is still pushed, even though we've been out a bit for a couple of minutes. So I'm just going to go back to farming, take a bit of poke, but we're trading very well. And obviously there's Morgana. Now I was clearing the minions, and she was actually leaving the kill for me, and I'd been any slower, and Morgana would have taken that kill, because her W, or whichever one the silly puddle is, would have taken the kill. And I do appreciate her saving that kill for me, because as I said earlier, kills really help with someone like Ashe. And Morgana, I'm going to save her with a heal, and again Thresh is just going to get out of there with so little health. I took a tower shot needlessly, because I think by this point I was just really getting annoyed. I really wanted that Thresh dead. He got away so many times with so low health. Morgana really needs to back. I'll hook lands on a minion thankfully. Now the tower is gone, I do hit Thresh there with my ult, and I'm going to finish him off with a volley. Now I'm just going to clear this minion wave, and then I'm going to back. Now what my plan is, I might as well, while I'm just kind of farming and backing, I might as well just tell you what the plans are with regards to League on this channel. Now my plan is to upload a daily series, make a new daily series where I upload at least, well no, it will be a single ARAM game a day, and I'm going to call it a stupid name because I'm hilarious like that. I don't know what the hell Morgana's doing there. What a waste of mana, although she is stood on the fountain I guess, but Morgana's cooldowns aren't exactly short. So anyway, I'm going to upload a daily ARAM series, and I'm going to upload a ranked game probably every weekend. That is my hope. It'll either be a ranked game, or if I do have a particularly horrible game with a champion, I will upload that just for lols. For everyone who cares about reviews, don't worry, reviews will still happen, because obviously the average ARAM game is quite short. So a couple of days a week there will be a few videos one of which will be a review. I aim to have at least one review a week, depending on, you know, what I have to review. Obviously, I can't just review like an empty Lucozade bottle. Now, I say Lucozade, so I've got some next to it. Just some advertising for you there, Lucozade. But we are actually going to take Dragon here. Apparently, they're just going to leave and let me take the aggro for the Dragon, despite the fact that I'm an Ashe and I'm squishy as balls. And then Echo decides to steal the kill anyway, like an arswipe. Now there is a fight going on, but you know, it's over before we get there. It's just Vlad going down, and basically we're in control of the bot lane. We've got no need to worry. I could roam if I wanted to, but really the farm is kind of juicy, so that's where I'm heading now. I've just walked through a ward just cause, but I'm just going to get that farm. I believe I get most of this. Like I say, last hit with Ashe is fairly simple, so you know that's nice and sorted, and I'll get the farm. But like I say, so yeah, daily ARAM with a couple of days a week there will be extra content such as a review. I'm probably thinking midweek. Like I say, it depends what I can find to review. And then on Saturdays or Sundays, it will probably be Saturdays, there will be either a ranked game up or a random video of me failing to play League of Legends. And that will obviously have its own kind of title of things. Or I mean, it could just be a weirdo and upload some highlights or some other random crap. Who knows? Because not even I do. All I know I'm settled on is that I want to upload daily ARAM, keep some reviews up, because I know everyone who watches loves my reviews, because why wouldn't you? Because it's got me in them. Now I wish I could join this, but I can't because I'm going to take tower aggro. If I had my ult, I would of course fire that at Thresh, but that doesn't happen, and Echo dies. He does get the kill on Thresh, but Gragas is there. Now here we are. This is where I should have walked away. I should have walked away now, at the very latest. But no, I just start firing things, and here comes another Gragas ult, and I think that one doesn't do a lot. I'll just use my heal, and again there I should have backed, because now my blanket's here, and she is going to hurt. Here she comes over the wall, and there's a bit of burst. Now this is her clone. Yeah, I kill it and then walk back in with half the health I had to start with, just to kill some. Bear in mind at this point I have no lifesteal, so here comes LeBlanc, and there we go down. Now thankfully Lux is going to come up with a great E and pick up the kill, but then Shaco's just going to get out of their stealth and put one of his silly Jack in the boxes down. And Lux is back in. Morgana is for some reason going to go and not bother trying to kill the minions, just going to go straight after Graves. However, you know, the damage, the trade is actually fairly well. It seems to just about be in Morgana's favour. Graves is forced to flash away, but then Shaco is going to pick up the kill any second. There we are, putting Shaco on a rampage. We are doing extremely well in this game. I mean, I've died stupidly a couple of times, and you know that's to be expected, because I'm not. That's one of my main reasons why I play, which is why that's what I could improve on, because I'm just always like, well, why not go in here? And really, I know I shouldn't, but I'm like, well, you know, I could get some farm, I could get an assist, when really it would just be better and safer to back away. But you know, I'm just like, nah, screw that, I'm going in. Go big or go home. Let's get some ham in that sandwich. Let's go downtown. Here's where I fire an ult at Shaco for no apparent reason. I do believe at the time I thought it was an enemy. I'm like, let's ult him, and then it went through. I was like, what? Then I realised it was Shaco. I have no idea how I got that kill. I still don't know how I got that kill, even watching it again. Don't even know, frankly. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna take that tower. There's a bit of a team fight. Do not have my ult because I wasted it trying to hit Shaco, and we're just gonna kind of trade with those two and push the lane at the same time. We have a fairly large minion wave, so we should be able to do a decent amount of damage to the tower, seeing as Thresh and Gragas aren't focusing on minions at all. Thresh goes low again, as does Lux. Lux is just going to stand there. Echo drops, and here comes LeBlanc for the kill. I'm going to volley her. She's going to take a lot of damage from that Morgana, so her building AP is starting to work out. I'm taking tower hits, trying to take the tower down because it's ridiculously low. There's another Gragas ult that hits me as usual. Lux is silly and walks into the barrel and dies. And we're now just pushing the inhibitor, which is going well. I'm a bit scared of the Gragas, but look at the damage on the Q! It's brilliant, and there's the flash. And again, missing out on the kills. Now Vlad's going to come here. Now this was a hell of a chase, but I am able to get away, throwing out my volley every so often just to get off a slow. That LeBlanc is very scary. She wants me dead again. Now I'm just going to walk away. I've just volleyed her to slow her down, and she goes back and finishes off poor Morgana, who gave up her life for me. Well, she didn't, she just wanted to stay alive, and I happened to get away because they all got greedy and wanted to kill her. Now I'm going to back again. I finish. I've got my boots, as you can see. I've got my Infinity Edge completed. I believe here is where I finish my Shiv. There we are. My static Shiv is now complete. And we're going to go down into mid lane. I'm going to be a weirdo and fire my ult down the lane for literally no reason, any second. Because of course, it's pretty standard if you're going to play Ashe, you have to miss most of your ultimates. If you don't miss most of your ultimates playing Ashe, you're doing it wrong, frankly. Ashe's ult is there to be missed. I mean, to be fair, I only missed because they all died before my ult reached them, but still, it's going well. We are winning, obviously, as you can see. Apparently, I didn't notice, I don't know if it's now, it'll pop up in a second on the chat, because the chat still comes up, but without most of the messages, and at one point the other team does actually try and surrender, and it fails, so that shows we were doing pretty well. Obviously it was mostly down to my team. I'm just kind of there putting in damage, because I've only got a couple of kills at this point, maybe 4. Oh look, there's another Gragas ult that hits me. There's, wow, see, just melted. I mean, I know he had basically no health, but come on, he got melted, and it was kind of funny. Now I'm just going to farm some more to keep our lanes pushed. I don't know why Vlad flashed for that. Literally nothing was achieved by inverting that flash. There comes LeBlanc and melts Lux. I walk in again, I have to flash over that wall, and then I should have run away because this is another horrible chase, and even Morgana dying much quicker than before. I think if I didn't fire that volley I might have got away, because here comes LeBlanc. If you look in the left corner, my ult was up in 2 seconds. Then, if I'd have managed to get away for a couple more seconds, I probably would have lived and would have probably killed LeBlanc, because I would have been able to stun her under the tower with my ult and she would have died. However, silly cooldowns, but oh well. So now I'm going to work on a Bloodthirster. I believe that's what I'm going for, because there isn't really much armour on the team, as other than Thresh, who has 1 chainmail. So I thought, well, I might as well build a Bloodthirster. There is Shaco stealing the blue. Oh no, that isn't even my items, but I am going with Bloodthirster next, just to clarify. And there we are, firing my ult again, just cause. That is what every person with a global ult has to do. That actually did connect with the LeBlanc. Is she going to go down? Are we going to get the assist from this for her going down? It would seem the answer is in fact no. So LeBlanc gets away, because Vlad gets the kill. Now again, Morgana is in bot lane 1v1ing the Graves. Now that wasn't really going well for Graves last time, so God knows why he's staying around, especially when his teammates need him. Now look at that burst I have there, that was beautiful. Lux gets that kill, but it's fine, because I'm going to get the next one when we see how much damage my Q is doing at this point. I believe I'm just going to stand and I literally get to stand here, stand still, and also attack the inhibitor until it's dead. Any team that is letting me stand there, or letting anyone stand there and do this to an inhibitor, is stupid. Now I understand that Lux is kind of zoning them away, but look at the damage, look at that, dead. dead before the Lux ult even goes off. Now there's LeBlanc melting Lux. Now Thresh popped his ancient coin now, wanting that kill. And to be fair, he gets it. Then I'm gonna finish off the Lux and get the blue buff for myself. Not finish off the Lux, finish off the Thresh. Now this is hilarious. I buy my ult and it hits LeBlanc behind him. I thought that was hilarious. Yes, I died to the LeBlanc, but at the end of the day, Shaco kills both of them, giving me 2 assists, and the game is looking like it's basically over because all that's left really is Graves, and he is sat in base doing literally nothing. So he's really helping his team. Oh look, there's a Gragas ult that I don't get hit by because he fired it when I wasn't there. I guarantee if I was there it would have hit me because I think they're magnetic to Gragas ults, which is stupid. The damage on Echo is batshit. Look at that damage. Just, I really want to play him. I saw someone playing it. I was watching someone stream with him yesterday and I was like, that is brilliant. I don't know how they were playing him. Maybe it was on the public test server. I don't know, but it was awesome. He does so much damage. He looks really fun. So I will play him. I will buy him, and it'll be good times. So I'm just kind of wandering down here when the entire team, basically, other than Lux, is in the enemy's base and are slowly being slaughtered. So my ult is up in 5 seconds. Am I going to just wildly fire it? That is the question. So far the answer, nope, there we are. What was that? That probably hit Thresh, who was sat in their fountain. So obviously a great use of my ult, which, you know, like I said, is pretty standard for Ashes. I have to keep up the tradition of messing up all my ults. Can't even talk right now. I'm not used to talking. Excuse me, I'm not used to talking for 27 minutes straight. This is quite. We'll call that a kill secured. Lux would have been able to finish that, but frankly, I wanted that kill. I'm the AD carry. I know she's the AP carry in the mid lane, but I'll call it a kill secured rather than a kill stolen, despite the fact that that's what it was. Now LeBlanc is just going to come out of nowhere and melt my face. Now that is, if Lux had her ult, she'd be dead. However, she doesn't, so Lux is just going to have to walk away. Vlad is flashing in for that, and Lux is going to stay alive because Morgana is pulling them away. Unable to take the inhibit, unfortunately. Even with the black shield, she's just getting melted, but Lux manages to save Morgana's life. So that black shield actually paid off. Look at the damage. LeBlanc actually died there thanks to the black shield, and Morgana was able to stay alive. So that black shield coming out really clutch. Now I have my ult, and of course, as standard, any second now I will fire it. See, look, I am working on the Bloodthirster and I've got home guards. Now it's a shame I didn't change my camera angle because I actually do hit Gragas right now. Gragas just got hit, and you'll see when Gragas dies I'll gain a level and the assist. There we are. That's for the Gragas kill. Now again, everyone but Graves is dead. Graves is just sat in base because he can't do anything. The game is almost over, so that was me playing ranked game, playing Ashe, the new Ashe for the first time. I will see you later. Hope you enjoyed this. You probably didn't, because I've been talking nothing but crap for 29 minutes. Like I said, the schedule will be a thing. I'll probably make a video with my face. No, a video with my face, telling you all of the schedule properly. But this has been Life According to Matt. Life According to LOL, if you want to call it that. I don't, because that's a stupid name. I will see you next time. Goodbye.